got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Detroit Lions and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
On 2nd and inches, Allen throw the same ground, complete on the left side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Lions.
Throwing now is Allen. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Really hard to imagine a quarterback like this being available in a trade. What an impact he's going to have.
No doubt about it, and all teams are looking for leadership from that spot, and this guy provides it.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Lions are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Swift. Not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Ball at the 6, third and goal. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. A very early decision to be made here.
There is, and I think that because they're the home team, I would ride that wave a little bit, and I would gamble and go for it. Doesn't seem like it's optimal, but you're the home team. You'll get the support of the crowd all game long. Go get it right now and put 6 on the board.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Jones. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
The ball on the 8 still could get a 1st down technically. 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock.
Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Quite a show of arm strength right there. And that was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. A 1st down carry for Barkley. Down to about the 37. The Giants at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw brought in by Bellinger. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Allen. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Pittman, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On 2nd and 10, Jones trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 43 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Jones on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Called out a very strong gain of 24. They'll go option to the short side. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got it. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
A final shot before half for Allen. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Brock Wright, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
On the draw, this is Barkley, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33. Back to throw. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. Andy Isabella, 32 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead here this third quarter. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
61 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Off play action. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the sneak. Kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only 2nd down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed him back and set up 3rd down.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll run with Barkley. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Lion defense able to come up there with a goal line stand. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And he is going to lose yardage here. And despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He finds his target, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Again, they'll throw with Allen.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. To the air, Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's Allen to throw it. Complete to right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Allen now looks to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down.
Now Jones.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking to throw. Jones. And his throw is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. In motion comes the tight end left. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Alex Highsmith
In there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams.
And they get Jones for the third time in this ball game.
Picked up by Alexander Johnson. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there. Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Allen going to keep it again. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today. Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though? Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Detroit. Brock Wright with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To try again after the sack. Allen looking for Wright, and he finds him. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Wright's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards on the play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Williams, a man in motion right. Throwing, Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. At this point, down big. You'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now Jones off the play fake. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Williams brings it in. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Preston Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They attempted to fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's really it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you've got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to air one out. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked by Chad Muma. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Jones. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
In motion goes the tight end. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And